5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to learn about flying, about learning to fly, about teaching to fly. And I have one pilot joke. You ready for my pilot joke, Robin?
I'm set.
Why do 747s have humps?
Because they only fly on Wednesdays.
So the pilot has room to sit on his wallet. They make a lot of money when you fly those things. I guess.
I didn't get it.
You never heard that?
No,
you never heard that before.
Sorry.
Brad Broersma is the other voice you're hearing right there. Dan Martin, you sitting in here? You coming?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I'm just working
Dan
on some
is
stuff.
a student. Let me get you in the picture then so we can see you. There you are. Brad is with Ocala Aviation. He's a pilot and a flight instructor. Were you Dan's teacher?
No, actually, I don't instruct. I just run the whole place.
Oh.
You guys know that. You just, man.
I
how
know.
many years have we been doing this?
What does it say? It says flight instructor.
I wrote flight instructor.
No, I just run it.
Nope.
You just run it.
I just run it. I take care of everything else.
But you're a pilot.
Was Josh your
Yeah,
teacher,
okay,
Dan?
yes.
For Donk was a flight instructor, yes.
Okay.
Was Josh Dan's instructor?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And
You
is
just got to, you put two of us together.
Okay,
I know.
that was
when
my
that
guess.
happens. Is Josh still in Papua New Guinea?
Yes, he is there now.
Oh, okay.
They are officially there now. They're there for good.
So with the commercial that you and Dan are doing, the latest one, you're looking for teachers, right?
Yes.
How hard is
Yes.
that?
It's extremely difficult.
Could Dan be a teacher? I mean, he knows how to fly.
He has to get his
Eventually.
commercial and his flight instructor's rating, and then he could potentially do it. Yes. Yeah, you have to go through private, instrument, commercial, CFI, and then...
Oh, really?
Exactly, yes.
It's one thing to know about how to fly. It's another thing to know it well enough to teach it.
Yes, you have to teach it right.
So I could teach driving, though, I think.
Driving
that
what? Miss
was-
Daisy? I've seen you drive.
You've seen me drive. I think I've seen you drive.
Well,
So is all you here today is to talk about the? Because I have no idea. Dan called me like I was still sleepy this morning.
Yes, well, we want to talk about that, but also we have Liberty University. We've been actually doing some radio ads, talking about a university that we're affiliated with now, and Liberty University is
Okay.
really that university? That's good. Anyway, they are coming in today because they were one of 4 schools in the U.S. awarded a new plane by Cessna.
A new plane.
Yes, it's called a Top Hawk. It's the normal 172, but what they've done is they have them painted to the school's paint scheme and have their their emblem on them.
And where are they? Where are they out of?
They're out of West Virginia.
Okay.
But so they are doing a tour of all their affiliated schools, and they're introduce themselves to the communities, taking students or potential students on discovery flights, talking to people about their programs and everything.
Okay, so I don't still have my head wrapped around this completely. So you've teamed up with Liberty University.
Yes.
And that's a new thing. That started when?
About a month or two ago.
Okay, and that
Yes.
and that partnership now enables you to do what and them to do what?
Well, what it does is they offer a bachelor's of aeronautics.
Okay.
And what it does is the labs for your college are actually your flight training. So what you can actually do is you go to them, and it's in West Virginia, but you can do it all online. You can get a bachelor's of aeronautics and get your commercial license in about 3 years.
Online?
Yes. Well, you obviously
here.
You have to
you do
fly
the
in a
flight
real
training
plane,
here.
though, right? Oh,
you do the flight
okay.
training here, and
Right.
you do all of your bachelor's work online.
Oh, I see. I see.
okay.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
all
so
the
it's-
academic stuff
Yes,
is online.
It's a great program because what they've done is because the labs are through the university, they actually allow you to get scholarships and grants and that kind of stuff to help pay for your training and your schooling.
So the ideal teacher of that is what you're looking for, or no?
Well, I need instructors for my regular students, and that thing is we're just growing so much. I've got international students, I've got local students, I've got VA students, and now I'm going to have Liberty University students.
And I want to make sure we talk about the VA students, but just hold out for a second. So when somebody comes to study flying over at Ocala Aviation, they can either now, it sounds like, go directly through you guys or go through Liberty University?
If they want to get their bachelor's also, then they would go through Liberty
see.
University.
I
Exactly. And it's great because a lot of the airlines, you don't have to have a bachelor's, but they prefer it. And so you can actually go and get the bachelor's and your flight training at the same time.
Okay.
And you're much easier to get a job later on.
More likely to get a
Yep,
job. All right.
exactly.
And how is the job field in pilot world?
It's good. That's one of the problems of why we're having a hard time finding flight instructors.
Do you get more money when you fly a 747? The joke implies you do.
Well, The aviation field, there's many different jobs that you can do. And, you can fly a 747. People own their own 747s. You've got, you can go on as a co-pilot, as a pilot. Everybody makes different money depending on how long they've been there, just like with any other job.
Right.
It's not the lavish, huge job that people think of when they think back into the 80s and the 90s. It's because it's a much tougher field.
Well,
There's a lot of people in it.
Are romanticized. And,
Exactly. Yeah.
Radio DJs especially.
Yeah, exactly.
This is very romantic. What are you talking about?
You are very close to that microphone.
Yes.
I am very close. I'm Michael McDonald of the radio.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you've got to have a real passion for being a pilot, and Dan must have had that passion for you to take that course and go through it all the way.
Passion? I think we're going with
to
addiction.
fly.
Yeah.
Oh, addiction.
Yeah, it's an
Okay.
addiction. Yeah. That's what we'll go with. No, it is a passion. It is definitely a passion. And the partnership with the school, correct me if I'm wrong, Brad, but it just opens up a whole new world of financial aid opportunities.
Exactly.
So that people that didn't think they could possibly get their pilot's license and focus on a career in this can not only now get help with financial aid from it, but actually make it a career with a degree and get a better job.
So Dan, I have a
Exactly.
question for you. You flew with the Life South guys, right? That one evening, nighttime. Right? It was through that whole night.
Yeah, very late.
Did you actually fly, or were you?
Yes. No, I got to fly. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Now, so that's a job right there. That guy
Yes,
must
that's a
fly.
full-time job.
Does he fly every night?
Not him himself, because that would be way too many hours. But yes, they split it up between two or three different people, and they fly every single night, 8 hours a night.
Oh, wow.
And that is a full-time job for
And
them.
the whole job is, it's like a truck driver where once you land the plane, other people unload it, right?
I wish that were the case.
Oh,
No,
that's not the case.
I was unaware of this, but which I thanked Galen time and time again for.
So you flew and you delivered blood and you had to unload it yourself?
And load it.
Really?
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, you got to ask these details when you're flying these jobs, because that particular one, it was. We landed. I was like, oh, this is great. Okay, I see a guy pull up in a van, real happy. All right, get out. What was that? I'm sorry. What? Get out.
You
Come
have
on,
to.
let's
You
go.
have to
Hustle.
do that.
Gotta go.
Oh wow, that's like driving a truck and having to do the forklift part
Yeah,
yourself.
basically on that particular one. Yeah, but that's very uncommon. Most of them, you are just flying the plane.
Now, in Life South, it would stay in the southeast, but I'm guessing, Brad, that you could fly anywhere, overseas and anywhere, right?
Well, if you go overseas, the FAA license, you can fly what are called N model aircraft. So depending on where there's N model aircraft, sometimes if you go back to another country, you also have to validate that license and get dual rated. Like our students that come from Ecuador, they get their FAA license and they go back home and validate those and also get an Ecuadorian license. But it allows them to get a job pretty much anywhere, because a lot of companies do have N model aircraft, which are approved by the FAA.
So when the people come here from Ecuador, is your plane the first plane that they step into, or are they already licensed in Ecuador?
No, it's for the most part, ours are the first planes they step into.
Wow.
Yes. Yep.
Well, that's pretty exciting. All right, so in a little while, we'll have some people here from Liberty University.
Yes, they, in aviation, sometimes things don't quite go as planned, and actually
they're here. I'll get them in
they're
here.
giving us the thumbs up right now.
This happens in boxing, too, I understand. 'cause-
And Sarah just waved to us. I told Sarah that she said she comes by all the time, and you guys never wave back to her.
Where? Who's Sarah?
She's right. Come here, Sarah. Go to the
Well,
window.
I can't see you. Is that Sarah? Oh, wow.
That's Sarah.
She's pretty. Who is she?
She's my administrative assistant now.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I never see you. You should walk over this way, then I can see you. See, I got a big sign in my way. Wow, she's pretty. We need to take a little break. You guys can settle in. Nice to meet you guys. But we're all done. I'm sorry. No, I'm teasing. We got to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. We'll find out how Liberty University and Ocala Aviation have teamed up to make each of them better. We'll take a little break, and how we, as citizens, I guess, can benefit from that partnership.
Excellent.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today with a couple of thunderstorms around anytime at the beaches, but during the afternoon hours only across the interior. The high today 88 to 92. Tonight, partly cloudy. A shower with thunderstorm in spots, low 73 to 77. For tomorrow, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms in the area anytime at the beaches, but only in the afternoon over the interior. The high tomorrow 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Central Florida Eye Institute is the area's leader in laser vision correction. From high-definition refraction surgery and LASIK vision correction to custom cataract, glaucoma, and diabetic treatment, you can count on Dr. Crowley and his effective, friendly staff to provide you with the quality care you deserve. Call 352-237-8400 for an appointment or more information. That number again is 352-237-8400. Looking forward to service your vision needs.
Don Nottingham of the Miami Dolphins here, proud to be this year's chairman of the Special Olympics Champions for Champions event. Come join players from the world of professional sports, sharing their stories with a great dinner on Friday, September 18th, and/or play at Candler Hills Golf Club on Saturday, September 19th. Either way, you'll be helping the Special Olympics of Marion County Champions for Champions. Call 988-7998 for details. That's 988-7998. Please help our Special Olympians.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need
too.
my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course.
All right, 17 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. Before we go back to our programming, let's thank Dr. Thomas Crowley for sponsoring this portion of AM Ocala Live. Dr. Crowley is over at the Central Florida Eye Institute, not too far from the Paddock Mall, where we're broadcasting from. His offices are on, and they're not in the mall, but they're across, adjacent from the mall on the Sears side. If you go over there, the address is 3133 Southwest 32nd Avenue. The phone number is 237-8400. And the website for Dr. Crowley is centralfloridaeye.com. Whether it's something as basic as eyeglasses and an eye exam, or something as complex as glaucoma treatments, laser surgery, anything more detailed than that, they can do it all over at the Central Florida Eye Institute. Again, give them a call, 237-8400. All right, we are talking about flying. I love flying. I haven't flown in so long, even though lately I've been thinking I want to take a train, but...
What does that have to do with flying?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Well, it's an option. It's an option.
You just said you would have been thinking about flying, so you're going to take a train.
I want to take a train. I take airplanes, and then I said, I've never taken a train.
Oh, okay.
When you fly, you look down, you see the train, just like, maybe I'll do that one day.
Oh, okay.
Just like if you never flew.
That's how you got in. Okay, I just trying to figure out how you got into that one. Okay.
So during the break, Johnny Hewitt and Phil McClanahan, is that? McClanahan are in the studio, and you are with, what does your label say on your
we're from Liberty University School of Aeronautics.
Where's your accent from?
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland?
Yes, sir.
How did you end up over here?
That's a good question. Yeah, family friends taught me about Liberty University and came out about 5 years ago.
In West Virginia?
Just normal Virginia.
I think it's
Lynchburg, Virginia.
Oh, it's in Virginia?
Yes, sir. Lynchburg, Virginia.
Oh, Lynchburg, Virginia. Yeah. Okay. What happened to West Virginia?
I don't know.
Didn't you say West Virginia earlier? Well, that's cool. Can I ask how old you are? You're very young.
24.
Good for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Brad had a young guy named Josh who was flying very young too. How old was Josh? Like 18?
He started at 18, yes.
Very, very young. Did you start? How old were you when you started?
About 19. Yeah.
I bet it's beautiful to fly over Ireland, right?
It is when it's not raining.
Does it rain a lot?
Yeah, if it's not raining, it's about to. That's kind of what we joke about back home.
Oh, I love your accent.
Yeah.
Wow, we got to go to Ireland one day, Rob. Then everybody will talk like that.
We'll have Brad fly us.
Oh yeah, that'll. No.
You couldn't fly one of those planes over the ocean, could you? The
Well, you
Cessna?
could. You wouldn't make it all the way, but you could start the trip.
All right, so Liberty University. Tell me, who's Johnny and who's Phil again? I can't remember. You're John.
I'm Phil.
You're Phil. Okay, and Phil, how are you doing?
I am doing well.
Did you fly? You flew here from Virginia?
We started Virginia about 6 weeks ago, and
That's a long flight.
And we actually came here via California. So I mean,
That's a really
right
long
on the
flight.
way.
But I mean, today, did you fly in today?
Yep.
Right. We were in Kissimmee.
Oh, you
Florida.
flew in from
Yeah,
Kissimmee. Okay.
Correct.
Were you in Disney World? Where?
I always wanted to go to Disney. I
Did
got
you
a
go?
chance to. I did.
Where are you from?
I'm actually originally from Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania.
and the military had me all over the place for 24 years.
Oh wow! Were you flying in the military?
I was actually an aircraft mechanic for the military.
Really?
I flew for fun. I still fly for
I got a joke. I got a joke for you. You probably heard it
Oh,
before.
no.
Well,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, listen, you like it. What does a jet pilot have in common with God or something? Why is a jet pilot like God or something like that? Have you ever heard this joke?
I have not.
God doesn't think he's a jet pilot. Does that sound like a joke?
Yeah.
I think you missed part of it somewhere.
Did I? But
Yeah,
you had filled it in, right?
Yes,
You filled it in with
yes.
it? Okay. All right, so let's talk about the partnership, Liberty University and Ocala Aviation. These guys at Ocala Aviation are the only flight instructors I've ever known. And from what I understand, that you've taught, how many people you guys have gone through your school?
Oh my! I have no idea.
How long
Probably
has the school been there?
15 years.
And you have at least one a week, don't you? That
We've had at
graduates?
least recently, yes. I mean, we've probably 800 or 900 students
Wow.
at least throughout
Wow.
the years.
And do they normally go there to learn for personal reasons, for a job?
It's all different. Literally, I mean, I've got people that just want to get their private, do it for fun, and I've got people that go all the way to commercial.
Is it safe to say that this partnership with Liberty is going to attract more people who want it for a job?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that what you guys want? I mean,
Yeah,
or do you
basically what we're doing with Ocala, Liberty University has an online degree program, and through this flight training affiliate network, that allows us to partner with different flight schools across the country, Ocala being one of them, and offer an online degree program where they can get their practical flight training here on their own doorstep, getting all the different veteran benefits or federal loans to pay for it, and have the flexibility to do their online degree and get a Bachelor of Science degree as well.
So, Phil, did you use your veteran benefits to do what you do?
100%. Matter of fact, Liberty supports and loves the veterans so much. They have a yellow ribbon program.
Oh, wow.
Whereas if the VA has a cap on your educational and flight benefits, Liberty has made an agreement with the VA that they will dollar for dollar match anything over the cap. So I've literally been a full-time student for 2 years now, and have continued 2 different ratings for my flight training, and I have not spent a nickel out of pocket because
wow.
of Liberty and the VA.
My goodness, if you're listening and you're a vet and you want to do this, that sounds like a real
It's
good
incredible.
opportunity. So where do they go, Brad, to see you?
Yeah, actually, well, we're having the event today. It's going to be all day out at the airport. We're mostly going to be over at Sheltair, the FBO, just because it's bigger.
Today?
Where?
Today, yeah, Sheltair.
Sheltair.
Yes, they're the building next to ours.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
if they come to the flight school, they'll direct them over there. But these gentlemen are going to be there all day.
Okay, all right.
Talking to people. Hopefully, if the weather holds out, doing some flights. And if they can't make it today, they can call. They can get a hold of Liberty online. There's many different options. But today, these guys are going to be here. And
So if you're a vet, there's some real easy in. Are there any scholarships for the non-vets?
Not so much on the scholarship side, going through, unless you go through some of the different outside organizations, not necessarily through the university.
Okay.
But the actual program itself, like what Brad mentioned with the flights, we do have a brand new Cessna 172. And like Phil mentioned, we came the long way via California. We've been on a tour for the last 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, really?
Where we've stopped at all of these different locations across the country.
Is it a pretty plane? Do you like it?
It's gorgeous. A brand new aircraft straight from Cessna, who's actually sponsored us on this Top Hawk tour.
Oh, really?
So we're one of 4 universities to receive a brand new aircraft for promotional purposes this summer.
Do you remember the story last week or 2 weeks ago where I think the jet hit some grapefruit-sized hail? Did you hear the story?
Mm-hmm, the Delta
And the
flight.
whole front windshield you could not see through it, and they landed complete. Now, I wasn't clear. Did they land with instruments?
Mm-hmm.
Did they land? Did the plane land itself?
It depends on the type of aircraft. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but,
okay.
It's definitely.
But some do. Some planes can land themselves?
Yep.
Wow.
yeah, I didn't read the story honestly, so I.
But that's
I just saw pictures. That's all.
That's a scary thing to run into grapefruit-sized hail.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that happen? Any hail at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got definitely. I mean, on the ground and in the air, it happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when people come today for the event, how late will you be there? And if a person wants to become a pilot through your university, will you actually take them up in the plane to have them experience what it would be like for them to go through your program?
Yeah, absolutely. What we've been doing at each different location is offering up to 10 discovery flights. So what it is basically an introduction, about probably 20, 25 minutes. We'll get them up in this brand new Cessna that we have, in the Cessna 172, and we'll get them up, let them see what it's all about. So anyone's prospective students for the Liberty program through Ocala, that's what we've got. I think there's a schedule set so far, possibly a few openings still available to get some flights in today.
It sounds like there's right now a need to get somebody who's listening to know that this event is right now. As soon as you leave the studio, going back to the airport. Okay, and that's where they would go.
Yes.
So if you're listening right now, who's the ideal candidate to show up for today's event?
Anybody? I mean, it literally. I mean, I've got some kids that because Liberty now has actually a dual enrollment program for high school students. So I've got some high school students coming out. I've got some veterans that are talking about coming out. So it's really anybody for today that wants to learn to fly and go to college. I mean, that
you can use the bachelor's degree for anything, right? Not just being a pilot.
Course.
Okay.
Yeah. And they do offer other programs also. I mean, if somebody even wants you to come out to talk to Liberty about another program they have, you can come out and talk to them. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got over 100,000 online students on our online program.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big operation. We're the second largest in the U.S.
Wow. And so this is actually a new university in Ocala. No?
Well, it's not okay.
In Ocala.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we have all the satellite universities, like St. Leo's across the street, but they're not really here. But there's an office over there.
They won't actually have an office, but you can do everything online.
Yeah, so essentially the way the program is set up is that the student would sign up for Liberty University online to complete their Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. What Ocala offers is the lab fee, or the flight lab, where they can come here and take the practical flight training without having to relocate to our residential program in Virginia.
Okay.
And that way we still
perfect.
offer all of the benefits right through here in Ocala. Just the different benefits that we do actually have to offer, and one of the things we like to mention is the restricted ATP. Basically that means that instead of having to meet the 1,500 flight hours that's required to get into the airlines at 23 years old, through this program, at the moment we can offer a reduction of 1,250 hours, soon to be 1,000 hours, and we can get, say, the potential high school students that we're talking to, they have the potential to get into an airliner in the right seat at 21 years old.
So there are two people out there. There's the person who wants to do what you're talking about, and there's the person who knows a person who'd like to do what you're talking about.
Exactly.
So if you're the second one, if you're the one who knows somebody, give that person a call, because this is today, right now, right? Today, what is today? August 19th.
And I think Phil did write some notes
We've got the
about, because he said that they didn't have scholarships, but he said they do the Pell Grants, and you can do student loans also.
Okay, so
to help with
as
that.
in any school. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's university.
All right.
Pretty much what you can get at a university, you can do through them.
Now I understand it a lot better. Okay. Well, with 2 minutes left, let's make sure we give out other information. First of all, I'm guessing everybody knows where the Ocala Airport is, but how do you tell people where it is? I mean, it's off 200, off of 40.
Well, exactly.
If you don't know, it's yeah.
I mean, it's Ocala. You can take almost any road to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, we are west of 75. If you're down 200, you take 60th. It takes you right to the airport.
Yeah.
If you're up higher, you take 40th, and it takes you to the airport.
GPS will take you there. That lady.
Exactly. Yeah, the GPS, you can find it.
I think she's got an Irish accent, by the way. I'm not,
really?
Yeah. Well, mine does.
Yeah.
You said it that way, though.
Yeah. Did I say that?
But yeah, I mean, and the thing is, if they can't make it out today, they can still call. They can, come out anytime and get the information that they need to. But the big thing is putting the word out there, because this is huge for Ocala. The opportunities are out there for these students to be able to get the loans, to get the training. There's other schools that do this, but not what Liberty can do. Not for the cost, not with the experience that they have.
And we're recording this, and so that's why I want to ask you, with 1 minute left, 45 seconds, give phone numbers, give website information, because people will watch this and they'll share this with other people.
Yeah, basically the key website they go to is liberty.edu/FTA, standing for Flight Training Affiliate.
Okay.
If you scroll down the website, you'll come to Ocala Aviation. You can click on the application, and that'll let Liberty know that you're looking to do your practical flight training here on your own doorstep. And that's one of the biggest, that's the coolest part about this program. It allows people to have an opportunity that otherwise didn't exist. To go back to school, to become a pilot, and get right into the industry because we need pilots.
Phil, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Johnny, nice to get to know you. Good luck with everything. And Brad, as always, you're great. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll take a little break and be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Former Subway spokesman Jared Fogle in federal court in Indianapolis. AP